who faces Mamelodi Sundowns. Right. Well, Cole Alexander is going to take the first one for Kaizer Chiefs. Takes the responsibility as Cole Alexander. It's a pressure kick, and it's also a kick that can set a platform for your side and just give him an early advantage. That gives you an early advantage. Prayer now. Final instructions. You're allowed to move along the line, but may not move forward. They always move forward though. They always take a little jump forward and steal a step or so. But it's gone. Here we go then. Cole Alexander has the first kick. Faces up to Siabonga Mponchan. As I said, a chance to redeem himself for what happened last time out when these two sides met. It's a difficult one for the keeper. He has to guess for the most part which way he'll go. Cole Alexander, right-footed, sends him the wrong way. 1-0 to Kaizer Chiefs. Early advantage. Beautifully stroked, a penalty, that one. Obviously waited for the keeper to commit and then sent him the other way. Did he have a little look up?
I'm sure he did. Cole Alexander, seasoned campaigner, always just looking for the goalkeeper to commit.
Looks like he had made his choice long before, kept his head down, didn't even bother with what Mponchan is going to do. And Dion Hotto came off the bench, will step up to square it up. To square it up and level it at 1-1. Dion Hotto, he's left-footed, and Brandon Peterson, as I said, was the hero in the penalty shootout for Chiefs last season. Short run-up for Dion Hotto. Hotto smashes it into the side netting. Perfect penalty. There's no stopping those.
No stopping those. Perfect penalty take from Hotto. Takes his time, gives it a lot more power.
I say if you can get it to hit the side netting like that, the inside of the net on the side like that, there's no reaching it for the goalkeeper. So comfortably done. 1-1. And it's a youngster, Sabkelo Zwane. Just one appearance that he's made for Samuel Luzwane has made one appearance for Chiefs in the DStv Premiership, and now he's gonna be given the responsibility of taking this to keep Chiefs with the early advantage. No pressure, steering it down. And wow, that's another well-taken penalty. He was all focus on that one. It was all focus, and again he puts it into the roof of the net, beyond the reach of Siabonga Mponchan.
Yep, calm, composed, lots of power behind the ball, the height as well, brilliant.
Yeah, it's very hard to, even if he guesses right, for the keeper to dive and reach one that goes that high up. So 2-1. Chiefs maintain the early advantage. His job is done. Now Kabelo Dlamini came off the bench. Let's see what Kabelo Dlamini, can he square it up again? Now when all of this happens, now it gives an opportunity to player to change his mind. All these delays, I don't know what the referee is saying to him. Don't move the ball. Wants it to be placed in exactly the right spot. Kabelo Dlamini looks a picture of calmness. Let's see whether he can convert. Peterson spreading himself like a spider. That's beautifully done by Kabelo Dlamini. He waited for him to commit. I waited for him to do something, to make a move. And he says, thank you very much. I'll just stick it in there.
A stare down, it seemed. But once again, Peterson commits beforehand. And of course, Dlamini just puts it the other way.
Oh, Brandon Peterson could have twisted something there. That Kabelo Dlamini, beautifully done there. Just waited for, kept his eye on the keeper, waited for him to commit. Yusuf Mart has a date with Siyabonga Mponchane. Let's see if he can do it from just 12 yards out. We know he can do it from Auckland Park. Siyabonga Mponchane looking for a little bit of revenge here. Yusuf Mart. Okay. That was a bit of an anticlimax. Not much in it at all. The keeper didn't move. So, but beautifully taken penalty. Yusuf Mart. So he leads that duel 2-0. He can do it from close up as well. Turns out. 3-2 now to Chiefs. So far, all 5 penalties have been scored. So far, 5 out of 5. This to make it 6 out of 6 and make it 3-all. Let's see what Tapelo Koki can do. Koki, I think he's probably going to have to retake that because it looked like the referee hadn't, whether the ref hadn't blown or what happened there. So Koki will have to do it again. Makalanjalo in prayer mode there. Koki to do it again to make this 3-all. Keeper dives the right way, but dives underneath it. Enough power to put it past him. 3-all.
Didn't even hesitate to change where he wanted to go. Just put the power behind it because he knows where he wants to send it.
Very decisive penalty taken by Tapelo Koki. 3-all. So far, so good. Very well taken penalties. We've got 6 well taken penalties. And it's Mduduzi Shabalala, the youngster, who we saw turning it on earlier on during the game. But let's see whether he can keep his nerve. From 12 yards out, we saw he's not a player short on confidence. But this is a great leveler. A penalty in front of what, 60, 70,000 people? Doesn't get bigger than this in terms of pressure. Tutuzi Shabalala. Wow. Wow. Okay. No problem at all. No problem at all. 7 out of 7 penalties scored. 4-3 Chiefs keep their noses in front.
There's a sense of arrogance that I like about Shabalala.
Yeah, that is
so full of confidence. The height once again, the power behind the ball. No ways Mponchane could save that one.
Oozes confidence. And a confidently struck penalty as well. And so we continue. I remember back in the days of the Telkom Charity Cup, these teams playing out a very long penalty shootout. We went into double figures in terms of kicks taken. So now, can you keep it going? Oh, easy as you like, Makaka. Calm as you like. Keeper flew out of the way of that one, and it's all. 8 out of 8.
Even just the run-up.
Yeah, I knew what he's made his mind up long ago what he wants to do. Listen, there's clearly been a lot of work done with the penalties in the week. So we come down to the last kick apiece, well, the 5th kick, not the last. If they score, of course, we keep going. But it's a pressure kick now. Dylan Solomon has scored from the penalty spot towards the end of last season for Swallows, scored some big penalties to give them hope and actually help them qualify for the playoffs and avoid straight relegation. Dylan Solomon's another well-executed penalty. Now, these keepers haven't gotten anywhere close to any of them. Dylan Solomons makes it 5-4.
Trusted penalty taker for Kaizer Chiefs. He knows exactly what he wanted to do. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. Tucks it in the back of the net.
Frustration from Ponchani. Gabelo, or rather Zakele Lepasa, scored a penalty, a big one against Chiefs, of course, in a cup final, in one of the biggest upsets, if not the biggest upset in South African football, in the Nedbank Cup final, when he was still with TS Galaxy. So, can he channel all of that? Was at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. Lady T looking very nervous now to take us into sudden death, or to send Chiefs into the final where Mamelodi Sundowns await. Lepasa gets it, I know. Brandon Peterson gets right, got close but not close enough power to take it past him. We carry on. I think those that were hoping they wouldn't have to take penalties, well, wasn't too far, was that? But I think there's just enough power for Brandon Peterson. Twice he's guessed right, and but the power just takes it past him. That's what you got to do. Make sure that you put enough power that even if the keeper guesses right, you can get it past him. Spencer Thante was hoping he wouldn't be needed. He's got a heap of experience, Thante. And sudden death. First one to miss here, and it's curtains. Thante to keep us going. Looks undeterred, waiting for the signal, and he misses. Too casual. Sends it into the crowd behind there, and Itumeleng Kune knows that could be costly. He has missed one in similar fashion. Itumeleng Kune, he took a penalty once in the Carling Black Label Cup and he skied it. So that is the first miss. After 10 penalties, we have a first miss. So now it comes down to Brandon Peterson now to try and keep Chiefs in it. He was very casual about it. Short little run up, but then he got underneath it, and a first penalty missed. And now it is that Madiele Pule, Vincent Pule. Spectacular celebration as if he saved it there, Mponchani. Itumeleng Kune watching on, hoping that his teammate there, Brandon Peterson, can perform heroics here. So this, if Pule scores, we'll have a juicy rematch with Sundowns, and he goes in down the middle. Job done. It's Pirates that advance yet again on penalties against Chiefs. They take their count in penalties to 5-1 in the Carling Black Label Cup against Kaizer Chiefs. Well, that's the nature of the beast. Someone's going to lose when it comes to penalties. Someone's going to miss. Amanda, I mean, that's why you dread them.
That's why. This is exactly why. Unfortunate there for Chanti, who I thought had an immaculate 90 minutes. But of course, penalties are a different ball game, all in all. I think Orlando Pirates are quite happy that they've got their revenge. But of course, it doesn't end here. More concentration needed now for Orlando Pirates going forward.
They'll have to come back and do it all again. And for the Chiefs players, unfortunately, they're going to have to come back and kick more penalties. And so, disappointment for Chiefs. And I'm afraid it may not be a real cup, but it's still another opportunity at a cup gone begging for Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah, and I think that's what hurts the most, TT, is that another sense of silverware now. Once again, Kaizer Chiefs get to miss out on that.
Makufe Cup eluded them. Carling Black Label Cup now got away again. So, Bule, oh, that was close. That was close. That was close. Actually, had he stayed where he was, but you can't stand there. You've got to pick a side. That was really close. The Yusuf Mar thought the keeper had it there. Not to be. So, I don't know whether it'll still be bragging rights. Does this count as we got our revenge? I suppose it'll only be revenge if they go all the way and win the cup now. Job half done for Orlando Pirates.
Yeah, no, of course. I think, listen, TT, any day that Orlando Pirates come against Kaizer Chiefs, that win is important. It's bragging rights not only for the players but for the fans.
You can see what it means to them.
Yep.
No such thing as a friendly. They all count. See, I can smile again. Didn't save one. Didn't have to save one in the end. But job done then. So the second semi-final has been decided on penalties. Pirates again get the better of Kaizer Chiefs on penalties. And they will face Mamelodi Sundowns in the final of the Carling Black Label Cup. Join us later for that.
Well, interesting times. Yes, Orlando Pirates have a chance of increasing their trophy numbers when it comes to the Carling Black Label. And brings me to the man of the match today, Munnapule Saleng from Orlando Pirates, Candice van den Berg from the Carling Black Label. Of course, she is the marketing manager doing the honors. Candice, thank you so much. You can give him a good handshake. Thank you so much. Munnapule, major congratulations. This is your first appearance for Carling Black Label Cup. The fan of Orlando Pirates, you voted today.
Ke happy defender bidim voted because performance aka entse le go godimo. So ke appearance aka ya ntlha mo Black Label. Ke happy for defender being voted today.
Against the pressure ganyane go tseba gore yes wa perform on the pitch, but also le batho ko ntlung ga ba o shebile. It reaffirms what you already know.
Excuse?
That much confidence. The fact that how shebile o dlala performance e kwa, but also le batho ba shebile ko ntlung ba dumelana le wena.
Performance aka entse le go godimo. So le batho ba shebile ba ntse ba le happy that's why ba voted in today because yeah, performance aka entse le go godimo.
Feeling about the final?
Obviously, I tshwanetse because se leng khapa tshwanetse like coach itse se leng khapa ga tsaya no yana so a ya go etsalo.
Thank you. Operation Tata Zonke says Munnapule Saleng, man of the match for this Carling Cup of Black Label game. Coach, thank you so much. Let's just get your summation. 90 minutes, penalties as well.
Yeah, look, it was never going to be an easy one. But I think the boys, they gave their best. Considering that the field was also, very heavy, but they gave their best. Nevertheless, I think we scored a goal that was denied. I think for me, we would have won this game. Though I don't think the game was balanced. I think as soon as we brought in, Samgelo Zwanem to Duzi Shabalala, and then we started playing a little bit because we were on the ball quite often, which was very, very important for us. And that's when also that goal came. And yeah, penalties are a lottery. Can be anybody's game when it comes to penalties. But yeah, it's one of those things.
Whenever these two teams meet, it's always a matter of fine margins. And you look at that Sekgotha chance, and you're thinking, what could have possibly happened?
Most definitely. Sekgotha, if he buried that one, then with the goal that was disallowed, I think, could have been a different story altogether. But yes, I think the boys again, must give them credit. They did very well. And well done to Pirates as well.
Just finally, Coach, let's talk about it because you touched on it with your first answer. The fact that you brought balance to the team. I think already from that starting 11, you could already point out a couple of things in terms of where your challenges are going to be, but how you brought balance into it in the second half.
Look, we had to obviously play players in their rightful positions, Unfortunately, the starting 11, we only had, Njabulo Ngobo can play on the right. We couldn't play Tawa, we couldn't play Shanti or any of the guys. If Njabulo was available, Njabulo Blom, we could maybe move Njabulo Blom to the right, then Mapoloba into the middle field. Unfortunately, Njabulo was sick, was not available for this game. So now we had to, come up with another plan. And the only player that could play, was Mapoloba. And you must have seen when we brought in now Solomon's, on the right, Saleng was quiet. He was nowhere to be seen. But yes, we understand that maybe in that case, Njabulo was playing, in a position that was uncomfortable, and we wanted to push him to the, to the central, to central pairing with Tower. But he said, he had run a lot, so maybe if we, take him out, then that's when we said, okay, not fine, because I felt he needed the game, match minutes, just to boost in confidence. I told him, don't worry about what is happening on your side right now. Yes, they are capitalizing on that, but as long as we make sure that they don't come inside, and we did very well, we did not allow them to come inside because we blocked all the ball. We always had a blocking player.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you so much.
That is, of course, Coach Atazwane. The team is not able to go through to the final to meet Mamelodi Sundowns. It is Orlando Pirates that go through. Coach Rivero joins me. Coach, I will pick up from where Monapule Saleng left off. He said, anything that's a trophy, it's Operation Take It All for Orlando Pirates, and you're in the final.
Yes, obviously. We are representing a very big brand, very big badge. So our obligation in every game is play for winning. It doesn't matter which format is the tournament, when it's coming. So that's what we try. There's no guarantee that it's going to happen every time, but we need to do everything in order to be close always to win. That's what the guys did today one more time, and it's giving us the opportunity to play a final in 2 hours. So yeah, let's see how much can we offer next.
Yeah, especially conditioning is one of the things that will come into play. But I want to talk about the starting 11, Coach, because it gave you an idea of how the fans are seeing your football, how the fans are seeing the players. Just your thoughts on that and how you think they performed, knowing that the fans are the ones that voted for them.
Well, we have to respect, first of all. Obviously, we're here for them. We know that how difficult it is for most of them to get a ticket to be here today, the whole day, even when the time that it was raining, how much it costs for them to follow us wherever we go in the country. So we really appreciate that support, and we try to do our best on the field.
Were you, though, pleased with just the defensive element for Orlando Pirates today, the fact that they were able to keep Kaizer Chiefs at bay?
I don't know. I don't really know. It's play a derby. It's always very emotional. We started the week slowly after the final, and little by little we got the mood that we need to compete against as a team like Chiefs. And we are very happy to get our first derby in our pocket, and now looking for the final.
We'll chat about that a bit later. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, what a final it is going to be. Mamelodi Sundowns, Orlando Pirates. Monapule Saleng, a fan favorite in his first season with Orlando Pirates. And Again, the fans had the say. They voted for him in the starting 11. Again, they voted for him to be man of the match. So, as it stands, the fans are now gearing up for the 3rd and 4th place playoff, but also for the big one, which will be the final. The fans are not going anywhere. They're still going to get their tickets worth. Mamelodi Sundowns fans, yes, they had a bit of a breather with the Soweto derby, but the energy is still there to give that support to the team.